Oh God. Oh God. I don't know why my Pinot Noir is hurting me so much today. Okay. Hello there, storytellers, and welcome to another Tipsy Tales video. For this video, I'm going to talk about a game that truly is part of my childhood and that I know deeply. I played it multiple times through, Donkey Kong 64. And for those that are new here, welcome. My name is Story, and be sure to go down to that subscribe button and become part of the Storyteller squad. And just so everyone remembers, Tipsy Tales is when I get tipsy and tell you tales, and usually it's about video games, and usually I rant about them. But before we begin, we drink. Donkey Kong 64. It was originally released in 1999. Fun fact, that is the year that my mom and my stepdad got married. But it was originally released for the Nintendo 64. And then actually in 2015, and this is a fact I did not know, it was released for the Wii U. And now I really want to see, I wonder what it looks like. I should really do that research and see what it looks like. But it's an adventure platform game. It was developed by Rare and obviously published by Nintendo. It's the first in the DK series to feature 3D gameplay. There's a hair that keeps going in my face and it's annoying. Okay. Our journey begins on Donkey Kong Island, the homeland of the Kongs. Out of context, that sounds very strange. The opening scene is the Kremlin crew on a technological crocodile Isle ship. That's a lot. That's a legit thing. That's right from the Wikipedia. It's a ship, but also an island for crocodiles. But it's heading towards Donkey Kong Island, and it sounds just as weird as it would look. Oh, I get it. King Cruel. I get it now. I probably got that years ago and I forgot about it. King K. Rool. That is the head crocodile. And I just learned about 2 seconds ago it's King Cruel, the King K. Rool. But he's planning on destroying the island using a blastomatic. And this, listen, I get it. It's super corny, but it was 1990s, like almost not even 2000 yet. It was a weird time. The Nintendo 64 was a weird time. It was one of the first few consoles that did 3D gameplay. And it was very strange, and they had to be very like playful and fun to encourage people to, buy the system. My parents did, and I was very grateful for it because I played the hell out of Super Mario 64. But that's a different day. That's a different video. But I digress, because some real, grade A geniuses were tasked with operating this blastomatic, as well as piloting the ship. So I guess there were some employment shortages at the time. Obviously that went superbly well. So they crash into a rock and obviously stop right in front of Donkey Kong Island. So in order to distract while they repair their boat, ship, island thing, King K. Rool decides to order the minions to steal Donkey Kong's banana hoard and then also imprison the other Kongs. So now Donkey Kong has to save everyone, as is the burden of pretty much all Nintendo protagonists, I feel. Cranky Kong, who in retrospect, I really do relate to very well. He offers homemade potions that give him and the other Kongs different abilities that you're going to be needing throughout this adventure, and you can only acquire these after Donkey Kong has completed a training for each potion. At the beginning of the game, Donkey Kong happens upon this mysterious island with a cave in it, and inside the cave is this adorable, lovable K. Lumsy, who is a giant Kremlin that was kicked out from the Kremlin crew because he refused to abide by King K. Rool's orders and such. So he's trapped in this cage, and in order to release him, you have to defeat bosses and get their keys, and I'll deal with that later. So as most quests go, you generally need a posse. You need some backup. So you make several buddies along the way, but you also are unlocking the cages and freeing all the other Kongs. So you have Diddy Kong, who is beloved and known, Lanky and Tiny Kong, and then Chunky Kong. Now, once all the Kongs together have dismantled the blastomatic, I'm trying to get around the name, I am. You collect the final boss key. K. Rool then tries to desperately escape, as most villains tend to do once their plans are derailed. So anyway, he's trying to escape on his King Cruiser 2. I'm definitely going to find a photo of that. However, the freed, by this point, K. Lumsy, also known as Clumsy, if you haven't catched on, there's word plays here. He chases K. Rool's cruiser as it flies by Donkey Kong Island. However, there's a hitch where he trips over a rock, hits the cruiser, causing it to fall into the water. Now, I bet you're thinking, that's it, that's the end. It's not. Now it's time for the final boss battle, which has 5 rounds. Five. That's too many. Needless to say, so you can use all the Kongs to do shit and whatever. But after the match, Funky Kong, appears, and he launches a boot at K. Rool, while K. Rool had been distracted by Candy Kong, who was flirting with him. And then he's defeated, and that's that. And then peace is returned to the, and he, Donkey Kong gets all his bananas back. Let's talk about the gameplay, but I'm gonna drink first. I need more. So the gameplay. So you as the player, you complete mini games and puzzles as each of the 5 Kongs. And obviously, they're all tailored to the specific abilities of that specific monkey gorilla Kong. There's also apparently, and I just learned this while I'm filming and doing the research, there's a separate multiplayer mode. Up to 4 players can compete in a deathmatch mode, and the last man standing wins. And I never played this because I was an only child growing up when I had this game. So once more, another game that I missed out on. So obviously Donkey Kong is the only Kong available from the start, and you have to go through the storyline to unlock the other ones. And unlocking all of them is absolutely mandatory for the end of the game. What's not mandatory is collecting every single item, which, I'm a completionist. Wow, okay. Wow. I'm a completionist at heart, so I probably, when I was younger, got everything. So all the collectibles are color coordinated to a specific Kong. DK Island actually acts as the hub for each of the levels, so you travel around the island, and as you go along, you collect a boss key, and that boss key helps unlock K. Lumsy. I really do love him. He's so delightful because he starts to happily jump in his cage and then opens up the next level for you. However, you can't just walk into these levels. You have to have a certain amount of bananas, golden bananas, because there's a weird Kingdom Hearts-esque Alice in Wonderland door that you need to get a certain amount of something to unlock it. In addition to all of that, there are 2 animal crates. Rambi the Rhino. Only Donkey Kong can transform into him, actually. He uses his strong horn to smash crates, attack enemies, and break huts and wooden walls with his face on them. He's one of my favorites. Though his level does make me depressed because it's very rainy and dark. And then there's On Guard the Swordfish. Yes, and only Lanky Kong can transform into him. Obviously, it's a swordfish, so he's in an underwater level. He can use his pointy bill to smash open treasure chests and reveal hidden items. He can also leap out of water and go through these DK logos floating in the air. Now, my final thing is actually a fun fact about this game. Now, the rap song that occurs during the intro sequence, also known as the DK rap, is cited as the worst songs to feature in a video game. And I would like to fight back against that because I think it's delightful. I think it's great. I love watching it every single time. And well, that's it. That's all I got. That's Donkey Kong 64 in a very watered down, summed up version, because I feel like I honestly could go on forever about this, but that wouldn't make the best content. But regardless, I hope that you either learned about Donkey Kong 64 through this video, or you got very nostalgic as much as I did when I was doing all the research and remembering all the levels and the hours that I put into this video game alone, and didn't play the multiplayer mode because I was a only child and had no friends. If you have any video games or book series or movie series, any kind of any pop culture that you want me to tell in a tipsy manner, let me know. Also, if you're under the drinking age, obviously don't do what I do. I am old as fuck. I think that was my first curse in this entire video, and I'm really proud of myself. Maybe YouTube won't, suck. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, as well as head on down and hit that subscribe button so that you can become part of the Storyteller squad. We're a weird, awesome little family, and I would love for you to join it. Thank you for watching, and keep on shining, Storytellers.